Okay, I'm going to show you how to prevent the error Rsctitles member already defined. When you get this error, your server will completely stop. You'll not be able to join. It's at the wait for host phase of loading. And what brought this to our attention was this script right up here. It changes your icons to look like this. And it's got a pretty simple, you download these two files, upload them to your mission, put this to the bottom of your description.ext, and copy one file that is called in your compiles. Now this is the line right here that's going to cause the trouble. Include DayZ code GUI. Now he just calls, he's putting it in a folder in your mission called DayZ code. So this is not going into your actual mod. This is still going into your mission file. But that's the problem. That's the problem right here. And I'm going to show you where. If I can find. There we go. This is my description.ext. All right. It told us to add this stuff to the bottom of the description. So here's what it looks like. And nowadays, a lot of people have those little watermarks on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen that says, you know, whatever your server name is. It's kind of grayed out, half transparent, and that's a resource, and that comes into a class called Rsctitles, and here it is right here, logo watermark class Rsctitles, and this is our watermark right here. This is the class that's going to contain all the resources. And what happens is, when your server loads, it starts at the top of the description.ext, comes down, it loads this class Rsctitle, loads whatever's in here, and then it gets to the bottom, and remember the instructions said to include this file. It said include this file, and what that means is you could actually take this whole thing, you could select all, copy, and paste it to the bottom, because that's what include means. Include means it takes this whole file and just puts it, adds it right in, includes it into the description.ext. Well, anyways, you'll see that right here is class Rsctitles. So when the server's loading, it gets to the one that has our watermark, gets down to the bottom, then it starts reading in this file, and it gets this one right here, and it's going to throw up the error member already defined, Rsctitles. The solution is, since we can only have one class Rsctitles, is to copy what's inside this Rsctitles class here and paste it into the one in our description.ext. We just have to paste it. I think it's easier to paste it at the top above, because otherwise we have to find this class right here, highlight this brace so that it shows our closing brace, and put it down there. It's easier just to put it right here and paste it. Now you can see I had a similar issue right here, and what I did was I took this, what I would do there, actually I'll show you when I'm all done. Here, we'll show you how another way to do it, the way that I did it right here. We would go to this ATD HUD, copy the class that's inside here, copy, go to our description, put it inside the Rsctitles, right? Don't break up another class, so you got to put it right here. See, we go to this class, highlight, and now we're at the closing bracket, hit insert. Now I have them all in there. Now I just delete the whole class Rsctitles from here. And go right about my business. Now what I think that would actually cause an issue if I deleted the whole thing. Because what you have is these things right here, this class, it's referred to right here. So this has to be defined before it gets used here. So we would have to take all this stuff, copy, and put it above the Rsctitles in our description.ext. So we would just paste that right here. And then what we've done is basically we've copied this, we've copied that, so we don't even need that ATD HUD anymore. We could close that, and we don't need to include it. We've already copied and pasted it into the correct areas in our description.ext. Now, if you do not have a class Rsctitles already in your description.ext, then you won't have that problem. You will only have the member already defined if you already have an Rsctitles. So what I had done here, let's see, let's reopen that old file. Let me make undo. Okay, so now I'm back to where I was. What I had done here was, instead of copying and pasting that whole thing, I just took and deleted. So now you would still have to put this class right here. This class still needs to go above because it's required for this class. So it would still have to be pasted above your Rsctitles here. But then you could delete the Rsctitles and the closing bracket for Rsctitles. And now I just have the classes that are needed. And now that's what I had done right here. Now if you can just put include and that's it. Now it's going to take all this stuff right here, this whole class right here, and it's going to insert it right here. So that's just, again, that's the same thing as copy and pasting. But there you go.